ended up not finding the time to finish that story. So that means finishing it now and goofing off. I also got popcorn. And that's just nice. Just nice. But yeah, so we still have like 1,000 words on this, but that's not that big of a deal. Just weird dumb stuff. Weird dumb stuff. Yeah, you're good, Millie. Or however you're supposed to pronounce that name. When they start with a P, I never know if they're like actual P. But yeah. P is one of those words that my dyslexic brain cannot process. Peg? No, not that. Peg, no, peg, peg, peg. I keep wanting to say peg, and that's like not the right kind, right? Yeah, exactly. When I'm trying to learn pronunciations, I'm never the best. I still can't pronounce some of my friends' names correctly, and then they make fun of me for it. And that makes me sad. But I'm not the best at that. Unless I say it a lot. It's like when I try and say short sword. Or you know, like alliterations. Alliterations are bad for me. Short shorts, swimming, ships. I don't know. Swimming short shorts on ships. See, I can't do it. Pain G. Pain G. Pen G. Pen G. Pen. Pen G. Pen G. Pen G. Pen G. Like that? Or no? Wait, how do you kind of make it silent? Just a little silence. have to do something that's also important really quick. Real quick. Do I have a good one? Oh wait, don't I already have that up? Oh yeah, I do. Okay. We're good now. There we go. So hang, 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 hang. I want to like emphasize the N more. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Hang, hang. I only need my thinking cap. Well, if I'm saying it, it's close enough. I try. I try sometimes. Or I try and completely fail, but we pretend we try. Hang, 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 hang. I feel things. I feel like I feel things. I just want to spell it differently. Can I just spell it differently? And then you look at some of the names I make for my other characters. But we won't talk about that. Anyway. In a galaxy far, far away. A horrible Star Wars fanfiction was envisioned and put on paper. And well, it's definitely bad. But maybe the good kind of bad. I don't know. I showed the person what I had for like some of it, and they said they enjoyed it so far. And that was before I have even brushed it up. But I have 1,000 words left to write on this. That's like a little. That's like a page and then a little more. So not much. But I have to make like a horrible romance that just kind of happens, like what you see in Star Wars. Like the real Star Wars. I'm just trying to think how I do that. Yeah, you go do that. I have to think out how to make trash. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now I'm actually using keyboard, so I can put that back up. Let's see. Where did I leave off? They're on a random unnamed planet because I didn't want to be bothered to name one. They're getting undescriptive raw material because why would I bother doing that? Why would I bother adding a descriptor to it? And they're having awkward conversations. And yeah. The story feels so pointless. To me it feels pointless. To the person who wants it, it probably is, I don't know, a fun idea, maybe. I feel like it's pointless. Get our names back. Carnage. Carnage. Carnage? Carriage. No, I want carnage. Car. That's not right. That one, right? Yeah, that one. I mean, I guess they usually don't have much blood because they use like laser things and it just kills them instantly. When they actually hit, like, out of every 1 in 100 shots. Hmm. A few teaching sessions. Gotta have those to spice up the relationship. They didn't have a few teaching, sorry. Maybe she was... Okay. Okay. Completely natural. Completely normal, something a human would say. Probably not. Think like a Star Wars character. What would be the most inhuman thing you could possibly say? Someone's trying to flirt with you. LOL, I'm your sister. No. Other Star Wars film, not this one. Then again, he still went for it in that one, so never mind. You know, Star Wars is pretty anime, isn't it? It has a lot of anime cliches in it. A lot of anime already existed when Star Wars was coming out. When was the first Star Wars? Like 80s? I don't know. No, 70s, right? The first anime started in like 50s, I think. I'm pretty sure the cliches we know didn't really start until like the 90s. I'm just finishing off my popcorn. And also thinking how I'm going to make this dumb story end. I was thinking maybe like they get attacked, Anakin goes in for the arm wrap hold. Go like, I got you, no worries, because that's how Anakin talks, right? No, it would be more like, I got you, no worries, got you. Don't underestimate my power. No, I don't know. Don't underestimate my hand-holding abilities. Maybe something like that. I think I've played so many video games that went over the third movie and heard so many third movie memes that I pretty much only remember the third movie. Or rather, the third prequel movie. Since it was actually the last movie in that set, but whatever. I guess Star Wars is really like a like before video game franchises were big. It was kind of like one of those. It's like a Metal Gear or something, because it has a dumb plot that's simple in theory, but then it was written poorly, so it's actually just dumb. But then there's like cool concepts in there. I think for Star Wars, it's the world building was like semi-decent, and then the characters were like hit or miss. And for like a thing like Metal Gear, usually people like the characters, and the world building, I mean, I guess that's kind of not that existent since it just uses the real world, but just like a sci-fi version of the real world. Unless everything in Metal Gear was real. Which it probably was, if you think about it. Probably some stuff in there is correct. I wonder how many nuclear wars we've averted. On, like, dumb accident. Or because of random rogue operatives killing each other. Probably a lot. Probably more than we know. Which is weird to think about. And this is how I get distracted. Mostly because I'm not sure how I should end this. But then the Xenoblade 1 music comes on, and everything changes. Oh, right. Her fake name is Kayla. Right. I almost forgot I gave her a fake name. Fake name that she doesn't use. I wonder if Xenoblade X is any good. I have it right there on my shelf. I need to get my Wii U for my brother. I think I'm gonna steal it. It's not really stealing since I'm the one who bought it, but... Maybe interesting to see. Thanks. Awkwardly. Forgot I didn't have that very loud. Make it louder. It's a good song. Backslash. Oh yeah, it's rhyme time. Is what I think the word was. I keep forgetting the girl's name in that. I've been hearing all the other weird accents and weird acting into names elude me. What was it? Is it something with an E? I don't remember. Most of the day today I spent making fun of the accents. Muttering to myself like a crazy person. we go. Well, at least I have an idea of how I should proofread this. I'll just do it all in Xenoblade 2 impressions. Don't even think how I'm already at 4,200. What 800 words could I make to end this story properly? And then they make out and have 2 babies, and the normal story progresses. Except the babies have tentacle hair instead of normal hair. Because that's what happens when you made a human an alien. Even though she wasn't really an alien, but she got turned into an alien because it's what the person's into. And end scene. Perfect story. Dud. Time passes slowly. Oh. How much do I have to write? Oh, just 5,000 words. This is a short story. It's not that long. So I'm almost done with this one. I'm just writing the ending. Whatever it's going to be. And then I'm going to proofread it and edit it into the final copy. And then send it off to Parts Unknown. And call that a story complete. But then I have another Star Wars story to do anyway. I think after this next Star Wars story, then I have... What was the next one that someone requested? Was it another fairy tale one? I'm pretty sure it's something else. Was it a Naruto one? I don't know. It was some anime. Insert anime here. I don't remember what the next one was. It's been a while since I looked at my my next list. Oh yeah. It was another Naruto one. Okay. So it's probably going to go. This Star Wars one's gonna get finished. Then there's another Star Wars one. then it'll be Naruto one, then a Fairy Tail one, and then I don't know. I don't think I have anything else then after that. So probably then some random commission instead of Patreon work. Right now, this is just Patreon work. Oh. Cause harm, more people seem to be lingering about that way. Occur. Well, hang on. Okay. Confirm the camp had been established. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this longer. Why is my water gone? It's gone. It's disappeared. The void of water and stuff. Let's think. Think. You only have like 500 words left. Can I just go with complete cheese and avoid anything hard? Or do I do something hard? I don't even mean that as a pun. I just mean that, like, actually. I don't know, I'm freezing up a little. Turn on. Maybe that's why. Let's see. Let's see. Let's have it go half. Sometimes it's the short stories. The short stories. I get you. Because then you're not always sure how to use your space all the way you want. I've seen people play Guild Wars 2 more lately again, and I don't know why. Not that it's bad or anything, just been seeing people play it. Yeah, maybe it's just because it's free to play. I suppose I don't always want to pay for my dumb FF14 subscription. I'm just gonna wait until the new DLC comes out to touch that again. Then I'll get to pay like what? Like probably like $70 to renew my subscription and get the DLC. They're scummy with that stuff. Might make me even wait longer till it's actually finished, the full story. Then I can just pay $20 for it, probably. Yeah, who knows. I wonder if I should have this story connect into the other story I have to write and all. That one's gonna be about like Obi-Wan, I think, right? It might be. I don't know why I'm asking. I'm the one who knows. Maybe when I'm done with this, I'll play like The Long Dark or something. Even though I'm taking a long time. I mean, it hasn't been that long. It hasn't even been 40 minutes yet. If we can get up a bit higher, though, we can at least check a bit up the path. Because it's Rhine time with Shulk. Rhine time with Shulk. have like a really quick adventure. Really real teeny tiny little chibi adventure with a giant cube man. My model thing is freaking out again. Yawning too much. What was that weird show called with the block guy? Like white blocks with colors in them? Is that just like Block Boy? Block Man? Cubics? I think it was Cubics. Did that have a video game? I think it had a video game. I'm pretty sure it had a video game. I wonder how bad that was. Did Roly Poly Oly have a video game? I don't know. But he was Roly Poly Oly. He's small and a sphere and round. And he's the coolest guy around. Can you rhyme round with around? Because it's just around. Like twice. But technically they're different words. So you can rhyme them, right? Can you rhyme with homophones? I don't know. Or I guess because they're repeated, they wouldn't rhyme. This is important stuff to think about. To get distracted from work. I'm going to keep constantly yawning and feeling bad. Can someone punch me in the face really quick? It's really quick. This is why I really should start earlier in the morning. You know that I go to sleep at like 2 a.m., so I don't know why I yawn now. Or maybe that's why I yawn. No, that wouldn't be it. That's silly. I really want to play Naruto, so I should get through this. That should motivate me to get through. I'm gonna play more of the Long Dark too. I was kind of getting into doing the Nomad mode. This is more or less be instead of writing time, maybe I should name this how long does it take me to actually write through all the distractions I give myself. This group just open place before they lost. I like how they're called the cis group, but out of context this could sound weird. It's true. Vroom, 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 vroom. Boom. Vroom, 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 vroom. That's what sabers make, right? It makes a boom, boom, boom. Or is it more like a? How do you spell that? How do you spell? I don't know. Maybe like a PH sound. I don't know. I think just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's probably fine. We have to make our sound effects authentic. Sense something. They can do that, right? They can sense. I think they can sense things. They got like scouters, right? That's same thing. Yeah. I can feel the metachlorian. Whatever they're called. I don't remember what it's called. I'm pretty sure what I'm saying is wrong. It was something with an M, right? Maybe that is right. I don't know. Man, I hate yawning so much. Just makes you feel tired. It's almost like your body's telling you that you're tired or something. But then again, that's how I got in math class, so I don't think it's true. I was never tired in math class. It just made me fall asleep. Blue lightsaber beams to life in Anakin's hand. Light it casts Brighton. Casts. The light it casts brightens up the shaft, surely enough to show more untapped veins. The face Anakin was making was not one of a flashlight. Should it be the face that you make no. I don't want to go crude. I sense something nearby. I sense something nearby. It's like I'm sleeping like a baby. Because my name's Rex from Xenoblade Chronicle 2. And I'm sleeping like a baby. A baby. You have to say it like that. Baby. That was needed. Let's see. Blushy crushy. We need to make Padme blushy crushy. Is what we're going for. Send something nearby. Oh, no, I don't want to write it like that. Doing it too much. I'm gonna... Must be some sort of light-sensitive creature. Figures with all... No. The people dead. Yes. We'll have it make a blood-curdling scream. Like a squirt. Like that kind of sound. I'm not sure how to write that kind of sound. Like it's like a or something like that. What would that kind of sound be? I slept like a baby. Like a baby. Nia, don't you think I slept like a baby? Well, Rex, why do you keep saying it like that? I don't know. Or something like that. She talks like that, right? I don't know. I don't know how to do her accent. I just do weird accent. And just end everything with like, don't you know? I don't know. Well, don't you know, Rex? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Nia. Why don't you explain it to me? Like a baby. Well, Rex. You see, the thing here is... I really like you, all you guys. Why don't you just like jump out at them? Anakin masterfully cuts it, and Padme swoons, like, oh, my hero. Well, I have to say you're like my hero. You're my hero over here. Yeah, Nia, I'm definitely your hero. Like a baby hero. Yeah, don't keep saying that. I don't know. Shulk. Why do you keep saying shulk, Rex? Why? Why does he keep saying it? Okay, I'll make it say... Burp. Pop. No, that's not a good sound. It needs to be something else. Also, it needs quotes. Something like that. Or like something like that. Yeah, that sounds better. We can work with. I'm like getting progressively more weird with it. The creature leaps out. Very fast. Thanks. Spear. Dodging it. No. Pen him. Find him. No. Dog trying to get into my room. I always tell someone else to take care of him when I'm doing my stream stuff. And then end up seeing that he's been sitting out front of my door like the whole time instead. I don't know if I should be flattered by the loyalty or mad at the neglect. Or both. We have our 5-second action scene. We're like making the Phantom Menace right now. 5-second action scene, and then the story's done. That was it. Just like the Phantom Menace. The creature leaps out from the darkness, right toward Anakin, baring its fangs. The creature does not go for the lightsaber, but rather spews out a liquid from its mouth, aiming it at Anakin's eyes. Ducking down, Anakin manages to avoid the spit, but almost forgets Padme behind him. Sliding. Suspicion. Forgive me, Kayla. Just a moment, like a baby. I have to hear that stupid, like a baby, every time I go to the inn in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Every time. He says it every single time. He doesn't change it. How'd you sleep, Rex? Like a baby. Just don't. Just don't. Please. Please don't. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. See. Slicing. Cutting it completely in half. There you go. There's your action. Action. Action words. Action verbs. Not all verbs are action verbs, but all action verbs are verbs. Now let's stop and think. Do you see an ending? Yeah, me too. The beasts. Gnasty Gnark. Saber doesn't need to be capital. We're not writing Fate fan fiction. I don't know enough about that to write anyway.
I can then thrust the saber down with more force, slicing right through the beast's bones, flesh, cutting it completely in half.
work. Awfully nice. Oh, such a handsome one protects me. Protect me. 100 words left. I can already see the Zelda Majora's Mask. Dawn of the final day. Right above my head. I wasted like an hour making the ending when I could have probably done it in like 20 minutes. I mean, for actual writing time, if you calculate, it probably was like that long anyway. Fucking uncomfortably close. No. Getting uncomfortably close. Palpatine was right. Okay, let's see. What do we want to end this off with? Maybe it's something we can try. Freehand, he grabs Padme's out. With Anakin's free hand, he grabs Padme's own, their fingers intertwining together. Their fate, no matter how altered, was surely sealed. Yeah, I think that's a good way to end it off. Just like the whole, no matter how different it might end up, we'll still end up having the destined fate. The fate of destiny. Now we can read it in funny voices until we're done proofreading and editing it, just like everyone wants. Padme Amidala, whatever her last name is, a young senator of Naboo, has thus far caused many a stir in the Galactic Republic. Many know her name now in her talks of peace and trying to ensure the voices of the people are represented by many rather than just one. to change this. Many know her name. Many know her name. From her talks of peace and trying to ensure the voice of the people represented. Many, just by many. Many. Rather than just one. However, from her efforts, she has gathered the ire of many different individuals, some of which pledge allegiance to the to the Sith. Others which pledge loyalty to the oversized companies that call themselves a government. Some which pledge allegiance to the Sith, others which pledge loyalty to oversized companies that call themselves a government. The Confederacy. Of course, many people know these two things are often are one and the same. The point, the same. Many people know these two things are often. Many people know these two things often are the same. Okay. Same. The point stands, the Galactic Republic had those that sympathized. Trying to gather support and fix the Republic seemed out of the question to many. Though as soon as Padme appeared to be getting headway, all factions decided to have her silenced. In these pressing times, with constant assassins after her life, Padme was left with little choice but to find a way to go undercover for a time while tensions cooled down. Gotta simmer down. Simmer it in a nice brothy soup or something. Why is my CPU so taxed? Should be hanging pretty low. Software, task manager. I don't know. Maybe it's just being weird. Looks like it's fine. Not sure why it keeps spiking randomly. Well, whatever. You see, that's why, Supreme Chancellor, I ask a favour of you. I'm at a loss for what to do. I know you may get annoyed when I so often ignore your advice, though as we are of the same home, and you've avoided such trouble yourself. Padme tries her best to keep formal and respectful, in dire need. She knew coming off as a beggar would solve nothing. Playing to Palpatine's ego, on the other hand, seemed like it would do her some good. The older man was already looking her up and down as if thinking hard on something. So, I would like to formally request your aid. I'm unsure of who else I should ask of this matter. As we both know, many of the Senate are not to be trusted. Nodding slowly with a sage-like wisdom, Palpatine places his fingers together, his blue eyes staring back into Padme's brown ones. Yes. As always, the man's voice showed his age. It always seemed to have a bit of gravel to it, as he spoke, lingering at the end of his words. Hiding from assassins is something I do know much about. I am sure you are aware not all were so fond of my new position. I'm sure even you had your misgivings. Though help, yes, help I can give. I believe I can hide you away and ensure you're well protected as well. And ensure you're well protected. I don't need as well in there. Padme's eyes relax a tad. She felt comfort in the words being said to her. Yeah. Standing up from his chair, the counselor walks slowly back to his bedroom. Now come to my bed. No. Not going there. Not going there. Gesturing a hand to Padme to make sure she waited. See, he actively doesn't want her. No girls allowed. This is for the big boys. Anakin, come to my room. Within a few moments, he returns, holding a simple medallion. You see, this has a powerful, new technology. Handing the medallion into Padme's hand, she stares at it in awe. This, making sure to keep her tone respectful, she takes a short breath and brushes her thumb across the medallion's surface. This item can really help me? What exactly does it do? I never thought you would have something so small and claim it to be so useful. I never thought you would have something so small and claim it to be so useful? Useful like a question? With an almost uncomfortably wide smile. Gotta throw those in there. Palpatine nods his head, gesturing to the item. Yes, though it may seem unnatural, this device will allow one to change their own appearance. All you need to do is hold it to your chest. The medallion will hide itself on you. Your appearance will change. It will even give you new feelings, you could say. Oh no, I'm dying. That's fine, because it's speaking. Doesn't have to be formal. Allow one to change their own appearance. All you need to do is hold it to your chest. Okay, I think that's all fine. Appearance will change. It will even give you new feelings, you could say. Yeah, that's fine. Rubbing at his chin, Palpatine walks slowly over to his desk, shuffling some papers. Yes. About your reprieve, the Republic has a special mission with a smaller crew. The vessel is of decent size for transportation material, a Corvette-class ship. You'll be traveling with the young Jedi Skywalker. The boy has talent, so I thought him best suited for this mission. If you were to go with him, you'd be protected, I'm sure. Simply stay close to him. You can disguise as one of the... You can disguise as one of the ship's crew? The crew of the ship. The ship's crew. And help gather materials from one of the planets. The Confederacy used to control. As we push back the remaining forces, ensuring we have proper supplies. As we push back the forces, ensuring we push back the forces. As we push back the forces, ensuring we have proper supplies is important. I don't think that's right. Second page. Padme was beside herself with thoughts. The plan was sound enough to get her to avoid assassins. With a Jedi by her side, not many would await her as well. Not many dangers would await her as well. What's more, the young boy she had met years ago, she could see again. Young boy she had met years ago. She could see it. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I suppose this doesn't exactly sound bad. Then I shall try this device here. Ensure I use it properly. If the crew has already been prepared, we can leave as soon as I get my things sorted. Looking at the medallion in her hand, Padme slowly lifts it to her chest and presses it against her dress. Whoosh. Whoosh. I doubt anyone reads the sound effects like I do. I wonder how many people read my stories and think that's what I was going for with those sound effects. A red glow fills the room for a brief moment and then dies down. Palpatine smiles brightly at the sight. Not to. Before him rather than turn away. The person standing before him was wearing Padme's dress, but looked nothing like her. The woman had green eyes, a light blue skin color. It had larger, pressing against the dress awkwardly. Padme had apparently shifted species rather than just appearances. Her voice was different as well. I'm a little slutchier, if she had to say so herself. If she had said so, she had to say so herself. I'll become a Telik, a race of humanoid aliens. They're much like humans, but had a few key differences, such as skin color. Their skin color being any color, really. Being any color. Purple, red, blue, green. Telik came in a variety of colors. Beyond this, species also have no hair, but rather fleshy appendages somewhat like tentacles that come from their heads. From their head. For the ones now coming from Padme, they have a slight white lines at the end and drape over her shoulders resting against her breast. This is certainly disguise, I suppose. I don't know what I'm doing for that voice. It is voice. Nodding once again sagely, Palpatine gestures toward the door. Well, I made this time to meet with you, though it seems we're done now. I'll assure the paperwork you need will be sent to your room. I'll assure you the paperwork you need will be sent to your room. Go to the docking bay listed when you're ready. Several days later. Perfect. My evil plan has come to fruition. With very loud Spyro music. But it's good Spyro music. But we'll switch that for now. Are all my jazz things not in this now? I think I have to re-add them, because I moved the folder around. I'll have to go back and do that later. Padme had been traveling on this spaceship for a little under a week now. The crew was rather small, just as she had been told, with about 50 people at most on board. They're just as told, the Jedi Skywalker was indeed on board as a bodyguard to the ship. Though the latest cloaking device isn't a powerful hyperdrive, the hope was they could avoid space combat, still gather materials on an abandoned cis-planet. Could still prove dangerous. It seemed Palpatine undoubtedly away for Padme, though, for whatever reason. Not only was she given a comfortable job on the ship, she was also put on the retrieval team that was going to mark the materials for her pickup. Of course, this team is accompanied by the young Jedi. Though it didn't seem rather convenient, Padme also felt flustered at the same time. In such short time, she could not help wanting to get close to Anakin Skywalker. Something about him was drawing her. Not like plot convenience. Definitely not that. Don't worry about it. It's not plot convenience. No, it's fine. Ugh. Can't believe this. Tapping a finger against her repair console, the gonk droid just kept ramming into the metal wall before her. Oh sure, I read the manual correctly. We need one of these for power. Padme was stationed as a mechanic in a manner of speaking, though she is not exactly amazing at the said job. It was luckily not too demanding of her. Though. There were others like her, but her job was usually to work computer consoles and make sure the droids on board the ship were maintained. Think up your mind. This mattered because some droids would be moving materials that be marked. This mattered because some droids would be moving materials that would be marked by the retrieval team. Power and labor were both needed. I'm not that amazing at this, am I? Excuse me? Do you have a baby? Do you have a baby? The voice was a bit calm, bashful sounding, youthful as well. Padme could tell right away it was Anakin. Sadly, she could not just go calling him Annie out of the blue. He wasn't a Rex either. Giving up an identity to him could make things awkward. After all, Palpatine set it up so Obi-Wan was searching for the assassin that had been after her. Though on paper, he was supposed to be protecting her as well. But he was just guarding double. It looks like you're having a bit of trouble here. Anakin steps past Padme, unaware of her stream of inner thoughts being reckless, and simply gets to work twirling a few wires around each other. Just watching Anakin work at the machine, Padme could only be impressed. He did always have a way with machines, and it seemed he made sure to keep his talents intact even after training for years. There. These things can break down at times. But they have strong outer plating to prevent damage. Still, the wire inside is sensitive. They're good power banks, but you need to keep a proper eye on them. I could see why you'd have trouble though. It's like you're a baby. A baby. Anakin laughs awkwardly, rubbing at the back of his head. He was trying to strike up a conversation, but even Padme was unsure if he was trying to boast about himself at the same time. So, Padme twirls a finger around the end of her tentacle-like appendage You're good with machines, huh? I'm pretty new as a mechanic, so learning what happens in the field compared to what learned in school is a tad different. Anakin gets inside of the repaired gonk. Anakin starts fiddling with the side of his lightsaber, like some sort of nervous schoolboy. Schoolboys definitely exist in Star Wars universe. Don't quote me on that. Talking to a girl for the first time. So, your name's Mithra. I haven't gotten to talk to too many on the ship. You seem a bit closer to my age. Snorting through her nose, Padme gives her tentacle hair. Gives her tentacle a hair flip behind her shoulder. Maybe she was having a little too much fun not having to act formally around a boy for once. Oh, is that so? I think I'm a bit older than you. But yeah, close enough, huh? I haven't gotten a chance to talk with many on here either. A lot of girls like me. You can have some things said about them, since a lot of my kind can be thrown into slavery. I don't know. I'll just keep changing her voice constantly. It'll be okay. Frowning Anakin nods and sighs. He was not that good with talking already, but serious topics were not his thing. I don't know everything about races and whatnot. They taught us a bit, but as a Jedi... you end up seeing all different races pretty often. Well, in the capital it's normal too. So I don't think I could go around looking at people and thinking that they're the types to be slaves. Nodding sagely to himself like he said something wise. Anakin keeps tapping at the side of his lightsaber. I know I'm not the best for this kind of thing, though, it seems like you're well educated. You've been reading through those droid manuals, right? Just glancing over the other droids around here, you've been maintaining them well. So even if you're new to the field work, you're doing your best. I think you prove more than enough. Anyone can do something, long as they try. You're not set on a certain path someone decides for you. Looks at camera. Oh. Padme cannot help but smile at the irony. Even if the boy had studied as a Jedi for years, the irony part wasn't there. He still was hopeful and had pure view. Reaching her hand out to him, Padme offers to shake it. Offers it to shake. Reaching her hand out to him, Padme offers it to shake. My name is... Swelling back spit. Padme tries to remember the fake name. Documents listed her as... Kayla. My name is Kayla. Now I'm acting a bit strange. Sitting alone down here with just droids, I guess, making me awkward. Laughing to himself, Anakin grabs onto Padme's hand and gives a nice little shake. Well, Kayla, pleased to meet you. My name's Rex. You can call me Anakin. Even if I'm a Jedi, don't worry about being formal around me. I hope we can talk more in the future, like a baby. It'll make our long flight be a bit less bothersome. With that, Anakin was already walking away, though he still had a smile on his face even as he looks back. I'll have to go check on the bridge, though I do hope we can talk some more later. If you want some tips on any of the droids or anything, I'm happy to help too. I sort of always worked on that stuff in the field, you could say, so maybe I can be a decent teacher. Scoffing, Padme waves the boy off, though she could not help but smile back as well. Off you go, my esteemed teacher. If you want to chat more, I'd like that. And I wouldn't mind learning some tricks. You got this guy working, so I can tell you know how to use your hands. With a little wink at the boy. With just a little wink at the boy. With just a little wink at the boy, Padme got Anakin to start blushing. Just seeing that sort of reaction made Padme want to tease him more, but he was already running off. You can be such a cute, awkward nerd. Fiddling around. And being awkward like that, though, makes him feel so genuine. Sighing like a schoolgirl, Padme wanders over to her communicator and stares down at it. She had it on silent, but it was flashing with an incoming call. Flicking it on, and the caller was Palpatine. Huh. I wonder if he has any updates. It's only been a few days. Bloop. The communicators make a bloop sound. It's canon, don't worry. I don't actually know. I don't even know how the communicator was work in Star Wars. The hologram communicator device makes Palpatine appear in Padme's palm. As usual, the man was stoic but had a smile on his face, on his lips. Something about him did always make Padme uncomfortable, but he had been helping her, so she knew she could not judge a book by its cover. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. Hello, dear Senator. Oh wait, no, this is him. Right. Palpatine speaking, though, was another matter, his voice still always lingering and plodding. Hello, dear Senator. I hope you've been able to settle yourself, even if living accommodations are not what you're used to. Shaking her head, Padme gestures to the repair room, as she dubbed it. Though it's not something I'm used to. I've been dealing with it well. Anakin even was offering to show me some things as a teacher. The boy I knew has become a bit more of a man, that's for sure. Yeah, Palpatine piloting. I mean, he's piloting the plot. Does that count? For some reason, Padme's comments were making Palpatine smile wider. I play the matchmaker. It was like each word and movement Padme made was being watched by him extra carefully. So, his voice sounded like it was plotting something, bluntly unusual. Though, I can get rid of that part. I suppose it is just as easy for you two to stay close together, isn't it? You know, though, the Jedi Order really does have some odd rules. That boy Anakin does not agree with them all. As a senator, don't you think it is your duty? It is your duty to help change things like that order. Even if the Jedi are strong, their group acts more like a cult at times with how it takes in children and makes their members give up on certain emotions, like love. Obvious. All true. All completely true. Leaning back against the gonk droid, Padme twirls her finger around her tentacle appendage, thinking over the matter. Well, the Order is like a strict religious group. If they had more freedom, they would be much better peacekeepers. In a way, you could say they do not act at time. As a way, you could say because they do not act at times is what creates more conflict and death. Obi-Wan's master even seemed less like many views the Jedi had. Forbidding even things like love seems almost too cruel, really. Too cruel. Squeezing at her brow, Padme looks over her shoulder to the droid. Jedi don't need to be like monks. In a way, groups hiding in the dark like Sith end up gaining strength because the Jedi having such harsh restrictions. Nodding sagely, Palpatine sits back in his chair, starting to look through some documents. Well, it sounds like you have thoughts for yourself, young Senator. I think me and you agree on something. The Jedi Order needs change. Yeah, needs new management, you know? So we should strive for such change together. It would be easy for you to gain Anakin's support. As well, you already like him, don't you? Padme holds a hand to her mouth aghast. Was she that easy to see through that Palpatine could tell feelings even over a holocall? Well, I can't exactly deny that. He's smart and determined to do what he thinks he should. Even if he can be awkward, he likes to interact with people. And, well, if he used to have a crush on me, as Kayla, I can't say it would be the same. And, well, if he used to have a crush on me, as Kayla, I can't say it would be the same. And trying to court him in this form would feel underhanded. Suppose I could reveal my identity, but still. Reveal your identity. But no, don't. Shaking his head, Palpatine gestures to the medallion around Padme's neck. Now, you're a young girl. You have as much right to love someone as a young Jedi does. Don't deny your feelings by calling them underhanded. Think of it as accepting how you feel, and it just so happens to get you closer to making life easier on those other Jedi dealing with those harsh rules. Part of his words held merit, but Padme was more wondering why he was pointing to her medallion. What if you wish to gain favor? The medallion can change you after all. Why not simply become irresistible to him? You can spend more time with him and get everything you wanted and more. Yeah, I'll unlock the rest of its power. You handle the rest. Bye for now, young Senator. Whoosh. Like it had before, the medallion glows light red. A red light. Glows with a red light. Though this time it felt somehow more intense, squeezing at it. Padme felt her heart starting to race. Something felt off. When she'd first changed, it was almost instant. What is this? Things were filling her head, that desire, that need. She wanted Anakin to herself. He was her Annie. He belonged by her side. He was the one that should father her children. So many thoughts were welling in Padme's head. Selfish thoughts that just felt good to indulge in. Together, she and Anakin could change the whole Jedi Order to act as a proper peacekeeping force. They could enlist Force-sensitive people willingly, and offer those in poverty a way to take care of their parents rather than simply take them away from their homeworlds. All of that, it could all happen as long as I have Anakin with me. The energy coursing through Padme felt wrong, yet so good at the same time. Her thoughts, though, were not the only thing being affected. Her body gains a curvier frame, just like an hourglass. She watches her hips push out. She was turning into a One Piece character. No. It was like being more... like she was being more mature. But at the same time, she looked more like she was some sort of stripper in the low-end clubs of the capital. Oh my, this makes me look a little different for sure. My skin's the same. A lot looks the same, but... And I blushes at her. At her own... Blushes at herself just from gliding her hand along her skin. She felt a little more sensitive, but the curve between chest and hips was very clearly defined now. I guess Anakin could wrap an arm around me pretty easily now. Shaking her head to try and maintain her senses, Padme grabs at her communicator and tries to call Palpatine back. But of course he does not pick up. So, what was all this? The medallion, is this supposed to be what Anakin would prefer? I guess if he has been kept away from interacting with girls in a romantic way, his ideal woman would be a little voluptuous. Still feeling embarrassed, Padme tries to block out her obscenity? Is obscener a word? Yeah. Obscener thoughts from her head and go to bed. Obscener thoughts from her head and just go to bed. Her day had been spent too long on tinkering and reading as is. I guess I can only see how things go when we finally reach that planet. Several more days later. Gotta speed that along. Just push the plot. Push the plot. The ship had finally landed on the abandoned planet. Though abandoned probably was not the correct word, since it had wildlife and lowlife still on it. And lowlifes, lives, and lowlives, lowlives. It's lives, right? Yeah. But once a cis planet, it now had no one to protect it. The wildlife had slowly started to come to old buildings, and looters and scrappers had even made their own bases. And they had even made their own bases as well. But the Republic still otherwise occupied. No one was able to gain control of things. Though it also left resources untouched. Even if looters and scalpers took a lot, they missed raw material. This, though, is why Palpatine had requested a team to gather these materials the smaller vessel could carry was on the planet, and do it without attracting the attention of any Sith ships. Finally, ground, Padme sighs, stomping her feet against the dirt. The planet was a bit mountainous, though did have things like trees and grass. Still, it was overall different hues of reds. The buildings that were destroyed and in rubble from all manners of weaponry gave it some color, though. Well, this place had seen better days, but being in a ship for so long can be far too dull. Several other crew members began to walk past Padme. The base camp for the group was being made right by the ship. The other crew members wanted to walk on land for a bit themselves, though the actual retrieval team was just made up of 4 people, Padme, Anakin, and 2 other crew members. The three crew members would set up a quick forward operation base, as well as tag site for distractions. And the droids would be the more intense work. So, Faust, Padme waves to her more point-headed companion. They did have tentacles like her, but were of the Greta race. Anakin will just be another minute, then we can move out. The flatbed cart for the equipment is all set. Faust nods confidently and hops onto the large cart. It was just a simple vehicle to move supplies. It had a wheeled steer and accelerates, and then the rest of it was completely flat for people to stand on. In this case, gear for camp was on it. Though slow-moving, so it did. Though slow-moving, so it did not consume fuel, it was also kept slow intentionally for people to use in high-risk areas, so an enemy could be taken care of, while many heavy supplies follow in tow. I'm ready. Anakin, in his more readied combat gear, fastens his lightsaber to his holster and hops onto the flatbed, offering a hand to Padme. I hope you're ready, Kayla. I hope you're ready to be a baby. And sleep like one. Like a big baby. Faust and the other crew member were already on board and rolling their eyes. The other member was just a normal human, but he was the most... But he knew the most about the material they were searching for. Padme, uninterested in her teammates, taunts. Uninterested in her teammates, taunts, gladly accepts the hand. And steps onto the cart as it begins to move slowly along. Well, I suppose we'll have some time to kill now. These things only go about 40 miles at max speed. Sitting down on one of the many crates on the cart, Anakin nods, yawning into his palm. Should I say like 40 clicks instead? Miles, for lack of a better example of speed. Sitting down on one of the crates, on the cart, Anakin nods, yawning into his palm. I slept like a baby. Well, even if it is slow, this cart can carry so much weight. The small size and slow speed makes up for it. Though they are used more on front lines than missions like this. No guess given the conditions here, it works out. Usually these things follow behind tanks, though. Henry knew all too well about some of the weapons of war employed, and the harmless devices following behind the carnage. Though in this case, rather than think on such worldly matters, she was just happy to be spending time with Anakin again. Though they did have a few teaching sessions, Padme had not gotten to speak with him as much as she would have liked. Yandere up in here. Part of her was worried she was enjoying stealing his attention. Why? So, maybe she was just acting too much like a blushing beauty for a change. Her guard was finally able to come down around this boy with hope in his eyes. She may be older, but he made her feel younger, again for sure. It's hard to contain her excitement at times, even though that she's like not even that much older. Like 5 years older. When we get to the site, I was thinking we can set up generators right away, get the tent up quickly, and then, well, maybe we could have a little more look around. Well, maybe we could have a little look around. A lot of the looters have left by now. This place hasn't been jumped to in some time, seeing as the war efforts are focused elsewhere, and may be interesting to see if they have good sights. Any good sights. Awkwardly, Anakin gives a pat to his chest and nods. Like a baby. Sounds fine to me. As long as things look secure around the camp, I think looking around isn't a bad idea. Thud. Time passes slowly. The cart finally stops in front of several large crates, not far from it, mining tools linger about, even a large mining laser. The site the group was to reach had been found, and Padme and the others were already starting to set up. The forward operating base. Anakin, in the meantime, went through checking each crate in the area and even the entrance to part of the old mining area. No animals that would cause harm, while people seem to be lingering about, luckily. Though in some areas, Anakin did note some old blasters, as well as even old backpacks with some light traveling supplies. Regardless of the oddities, the forward operating base is set up within several hours. The team works. Team's work is left. The team's work complete, they rest for a moment as the droid goes back to the ship to confirm the camp has been established. Kyla, I'm like sleeping like a baby. Anakin now, with free time, runs up to Padme with a smile. How about we search around the mining area over there first? I figure we can find some good salvage just lying about. It might be a good way for us to make sure the road we made will be safe. I'll have to travel along it more myself. I'll have to travel along it more myself later. If we can get up a bit higher though, we can at least check a bit up the path. Almost completed. Almost completed. It's like right there. Padme was more than happy to tag along. The two climb over some of the lower hills and make their way up to a high mine shaft entrance. This place wasn't picked very well by the miners. Running a finger along some of the rocks of the mine, most still were filled with minerals. A lot of this place has been untouched. Makes me wonder if the Sith group just opened the place before they lost this planet. Running a finger along some of the rocks. Mine most. This place wasn't packed very well by the miners. Wasn't picked very well by the miners. With curiosity, Padme keeps examining the walls, poking and mumbling to herself, running her finger along some of the rocks of the mine. Most are filled with minerals. A lot of this place has been untouched. Makes me wonder if the Sis group just opened the place before they lost this planet. The blue lightsaber beams to life in Anakin's hand. Light cast brightens up the shaft to surely enough show more untapped veins. The face Anakin was making was not one of a flashlight. I sense something nearby. I don't know how I can feel it. It's like I'm a baby. Getting himself in front of Padme, the two stare off down the shaft, noticing pale eyes watching from the shadows. Must be some sort of light-sensitive creature. Question mark. Figure since no one else keeps the place lit up anymore. Whatever that sound is. The creature leaps out from the darkness right toward Anakin, baring its fangs. The creature does not go for the lightsaber, because it's not dumb, but rather spews out a liquid from its mouth, aiming at Anakin's eyes. Ducking down, Anakin manages to avoid the spit, but almost forgets Padme behind him. Sliding his foot back, Anakin makes Padme fall into him. The spit hits against the rock wall. Padme sliding his foot back. Anakin makes Padme fall into him. Spit. Spit then hits against the rock wall Padme had been looking at. That was close. Anakin sighs in relief, looking at the spit tear through the rock. Tear. Yeah, that's right. It was some kind of acid. Forgive me, Kayla. Just a moment. You're just making sounds. No, Kayla, trust me. No, you're really just making sounds. Helping Padme to her feet, Anakin quickly pivots on the heel of his boot and slashes his lightsaber along the beast's skin. A searing burn mark shows in its wake, making the beast cry, stunned in pain. Though not letting up, Anakin then thrusts his saber down with more force, slicing right through the beast's bones and flesh, cutting it completely in half. Huh. With a short breath. Anakin's eyes over the area, and then reels his lightsaber back. Turned off and back in its holster, he gives a few good glances over Padme's body. Though still staring in awe, she was unharmed. Good. I'm glad you're alright. I didn't expect something like that to happen. It was like a baby. I guess it was our own fault for bringing a basket of food with us. We're gonna have a picnic. Like picnics here. Shaking her head, Padme gives a quick slap to her cheeks. Wait, why did I do that? Why did I write that? Oh yeah, because anime. She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that. Shaking her head. Shaking her head, Padme jumps into Anakin, wrapping her arms nice and tight around him. You really are amazing, you know that? I haven't seen many Jedi work, though having such a handsome one protect me is awfully nice. Aww, it's disgusting. Blushing with a pair of rosy cheeks, Anakin turns his head away, starting to rub at the back of his head again. Oh, is that so? I mean, really? Really? You know you have a pretty thin waist. I thought you'd be heavier. Rolling her eyes, Padme was not sure if she should kiss the awkward boy in front of her or kick him. Oh, noticing my waist, that's the first thing you think to comment on? Getting uncomfortably close to Anakin, the thin-waisted girl stares up at him and grabs his hand. I mean, guiding Anakin's hand, Padme makes it wrap around her waist. Wait, I didn't have him back up though, so technically he never stopped hugging her. But Anakin does the head rub. No way, he's starting to rub it back his head. Clear. You don't care. I thought you'd be heavier. Awkward and nervous, Anakin takes a few careful steps away from Padme. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Guiding Anakin's hand, Padme makes it wrap back around her waist. You can do it perfectly fine with just one arm. If I'm like this, you can use the other hand to keep protecting me, right? I'm sure it could do a few other things as well. From all of little Annie's reactions, Padme needed no more confirmation. Palpatine was right. Should I bold that? She and Anakin should be together. She wanted him to herself. No one would be able to take him away from her. Man, I make a lot of yandere girls. She's not really like that. It's the Sith magic. It's Sith yandere magic. Makes anyone it touches into a yandere. Almost threw my water bottle across the room. I saved it. The cap flew across the room though. Oh. Nervously, Anakin pokes at the side of Padme's hip. He was young, awkward, and unsure how to deal with girls. A part of him was enjoying his time with Kayla. I mean, I like you too, Kayla. I don't exactly enjoy all the Jedi rules about partners, but I mean, maybe it's something we can try. Whether I can... Maybe it's something we can try to get around. Anakin's free hand, he grabs Padme's own. Their fingers intertwining. Dead. I'm dead. Not really. With Anakin's free hand, he grabs Padme's own, their fingers intertwining together. Their fate, no matter how altered, was surely sealed. And then they all died. I mean, they do. They do both die. That is true. I'm not telling a lie. But don't estimate, don't estimate my power. Well, what does estimate mean? Don't estimate my power. I still don't know what that means. Don't estimate it. Are you saying estimate? Estimate is not a word. Don't estimate my power. I don't know why I put up with you. Don't estimate it. Anyway, I can post that story now. Took me like an hour to proofread and edit. So I'll just close this before someone reads and notices the mistakes I didn't notice. Everyone knows that you only need to proofread it once and then it's done. Only proofread and edit it once and then you never have to look at it again. That's how it works, right? Somehow, Palpatine has returned. I don't know why. Like, he's back again. How many times is this? I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this for, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Do I ever know what I'm doing, though? No. I don't. Misleading numbers. Zip Zoom. Vitharoom. Kuma. The Tyrant. Kuma the Tyrant from One Piece. Don't know why I'm saying words. Star Wars happened, but it refused to change, I guess. Okay, Star Wars. What are our tags? Star Wars is a good tag. Anakin. Anakin Skywalker. That was the whole story. Oops. No, that is not tags. Copy and paste, wrong thing. Peta Mea Adamalia. Palpatine. Palpatine's a good word. Short story is a good tag. Short story. Fanfic. It is indeed a fanfic. I don't know what other tags I can put in. I don't really do much on this. Transformation. Species. How do you spell species? Race change. There. Alien. Sci-fi. Spaceship. I don't know. I guess it's not really mature. It's pretty, this is pretty not spicy. There's like no spice in here at all. Like, a lot of my stories have spice, but this does not have spice. This is like all sugar. But like not the good kind of sugar. This is like white sugar. Like the powder sugar stuff. That kind. So it's gross. I don't like powder sugar. It's kind of gross. Like, you were hoping to get brown sugar, but then I put powder sugar on it, and now you're just disappointed. Like, you're like, it's supposed to taste sweet, and I guess it does, but I'd rather not have it. That's what this is. Anyways, I guess I can post this now. Yeah, that all looks good. Post. Story submitted. Story up. Romantic delusions. Okay, well, I guess that happened. Now what do I do with my life? Huh. What do I do with my life now? That's a good question. I mean, I could start the other story, but it's like over 2 hours in. So do I really want to start another story right now and be responsible? I didn't come here for responsibilities. Actually, that's the only reason I came here. The whole point of me streaming my work was to do my responsibilities. That's besides the point. It's hard being responsible. I'd say, can I go back to being a kid and thinking $20 is a lot of money? But then I realized I think $20 is still a lot of money. But I used to be able to find money in the couch and then save it. Because people didn't know how to keep money in their pocket. So I just fish and dived for change. I made a lemonade stand when I was younger. But then I had money making ideas and made it a drink stand. And I made bank. And then I got an Xbox 360. And then it broke with the Red Ring of Death like a month later. And I felt sad. That sucked. It didn't break that quickly. It was like a few months. Maybe I had it for a year. It broke pretty quickly. I didn't have it for like more than 2 years, I know that. I know that. I got really upset when that broke. But then I just waited until I could get a PS3 and was like, this one didn't break. I like this one. I still have my old Xbox 360 memory card for some reason. Like one of the memory cards that like are only like 512 megabytes. So nothing that great. And meanwhile, Call of Duty is like 500 gigabytes, right? So, ideally, this would be the time where I make a caption. But what caption do I make? That is a good question, me. That is a good question, me. What am I making? What would I make? I would make literally anything if it gave me more money. That is not true to an extent. Well, no, it is true. It's just some of the stuff makes me depressed in writing it, and then I don't want to write it anymore. But I take the money. Though I had to refund that person. So that was like my first refund. That was a few months ago, though. That was a really bad story, though. It was dumb. I hate writing Dragon Ball theme stories, just because Dragon Ball is just so... bad. It's just bad. It's just bad. More so because of what I was writing. If it was something else, maybe it'd be more interesting. The story I was writing was just terrible. Even trying to make it good with my writing skills. I just couldn't. I just could not. I could not. It would never work out. It would never work out between us. I'm sorry. Well, this is a caption template. I was thinking about updating my operating system because I have Windows 7. It's what I use. It's how I doing all this stuff. Just think of this as a gesture to wave over screen. All this stuff, yeah. That's how I do all this. All the behind scenes. Windows 7. I know how to use Windows 7. I was trained in the art of Windows 7 and XP, but mostly Windows 7. My computer repair class, where we had to build computers from start finish. We had like some troubleshooting problems with like how to get rid of script viruses and make sure computers are clean. Sometimes we had taken some like laptops from other classes that were running too slow or got hit with a virus or something, and we'd have to try and figure out how to fix that stuff. It was a fun computer class. They had a lot of fun little exercises, and our teacher tried to be creative with what we were doing. It was nice. That teacher was probably one of my favorite teachers, really. But yeah, we mostly used Windows 7 for everything. Like some of the old crappy computers that we were like, do whatever you want with, mess it up, so we can try and make it better. We had like XP on some of those. So I know how to use both those things, pretty much, but Windows 10, new thing. I know a lot of it translates over, but beyond that vast knowledge, I have all my programs on Windows 7 right now, you know? I got my Photoshop, my Microsoft Word, all my games. I got all that stuff here. Right here. I don't want to change it. It's annoying. It makes me wish when you upgraded it would just like straight upgrade. And I could use all the programs, but then all of them will be unsupported because it's a different operating system. And then I'll have to reinstall everything. And then I'll take like hours at least. So yes, it's just me being lazy. But it is a lot of prep work. At least for some things. For some things it's prep work. For all those things that you can get. That makes sense, right? But anyways, it's just a thought. A thought. Tailspire is a game for tabletop games, for Dungeons and Dragons, and well, I guess it could be used for any tabletop game that uses dice, really, or a grid-based system. But me and my friends have been playing Dungeons and Dragons more. So was really looking forward to playing that game, but I noticed that its requirements is it has to have Windows 10. I've seen a few games that have Windows 10 only lately. I'm just like, maybe it's time I finally upgrade. Especially since that game, Tailspire, comes out. Apparently, in like a few months. I'm going to say a few months. I don't think it'll come out like tomorrow. It didn't work. It didn't come out. I thought it would work if I said that. But anyway, not gonna come out like anytime soon for right now, but it's pretty soon still, like a month or maybe 2 months. So I'd like to be able to play that when it comes out, make maps. Though I'd like to still upgrade my I'd like to upgrade my graphics card, but that costs a lot of money. I wanted to try and hold out until, you know, November, Black Friday. Maybe I can scrunch up a 380 somewhere. Or something crazy like that. That'd be nice. I really want some more video memory, so I can do, you know, the VTuber model and run PC game at the same time. I'd like to play, like, Naruto or something on here sometime. I really like playing that game. But that'll be a while. Hopefully a lot of things change by then for the better. When it comes November, beyond just upgrading PC. Hopefully I'll have proper money for that, and not just Ford stimulus check money. Even though that we probably should get a lot more of that. They still haven't even made another one. America sucks. The rest of the world. Oh boy. Well, many other places. Not everywhere. But yeah. Anyway, not the point. There is no point. I'm just kind of rambling now to waste time. Sometimes it's good to just talk, you know? Don't you like to just talk? Talk. I don't really have anything to say now. I don't know what else to write. I haven't looked at any of my anime recently. I could try and go back and look at, like, an anime for a movie. I kind of wanted to make something for Wonder Egg, but I don't have any pictures. I guess I could just look up pictures, right? Egg. Oh, wait. I can't write just egg. Can I get a PNG of AI? That's funny. I actually have the pictures that I was looking at before. I want, like, official art is the problem. Don't know if these are official art. It looks like it's official art, so it has to be official art, right? I want to steal official art, so then corporations are the only ones that can sue me. Oh yeah, I don't have that stuff set up here. Turn Photoshop on. Egg Girl. But yeah, I was thinking this one. I think this one would be fine. Make a caption of that. I'm only on episode 5 of this. I kind of wanted to, like... I don't know, I feel like the first, like, 4 episodes were good to watch through, but then I kind of want to just wait until the season's over with. I don't know how long this is going to be, though. It'd be awkward if it's just going to be, like, 24 episodes, because then I'll be waiting for a while. But assuming it's 12 episodes, and then we'll see if it gets another season, or if it just has contained story. Depending on that. Then, yeah. Point is, I plan on binge watching it the rest of the way, because I had the 4 episodes to watch right away, and then I did that. I would like to watch all of them at once for the rest of it, because it has been enjoyable. It's like a weird magical girl show, but with suicide. Well, actually, that's like a lot of magical girl shows, isn't it? I feel like that's not that uncommon. It's about saying suicide is bad. So that's good, right? That's good. I feel like they've handled the topics very maturely. Handled the topics maturely. I love Photoshop CS6, and I do not want to not have it. Is another reason I do not want to deal some things. Some things. So how do I want to go with this? How do I want to go with this? Do I want to go like dark? Because the show is kind of dark in terms of, you know, theme, but I mean, it's Wonder Egg. Egg is a terminology used in certain communities. There's something here. There's something here. Egg. I mean, I could just go really dumb. Really dumb. You found an egg. You turned into a girl. I could just do that. I could go like funny, haha. It was accident death or something. I don't know. Oh god, my back. Egg. Her name is AI. I. She is an AI program. She is not even real. She is a computer. That's what they're gonna throw us for.
No one cared about you till you put on the hoodie.
Hmm. No, I don't think I want to go that way. This is hard to think of. There's so many options, yet so few. No, there's a lot of options. Mostly that's what's always wrong with this. I'll ask my friend. I'll phone a friend. Phoning a friend. If any of them answer. They're not answering. No one told me. No one's seen it. See. Too real. I don't need that up right now. No one told you taking someone's colorful egg would make you hear odd voices. No one said eating the colored egg would make you start seeing some strange things either. Demons, magic, You weren't sure what to call it, but suddenly it all seemed far too real. No shouting. Change your fate. Each day. Dolls. Eyes. Eyes. Bathroom. So. Down. Exhausted. Exhausted. It was just an egg. Leave me alone. No shouting would change your fate. Each day something new would happen. Bugs speaking in your ear, odd dolls tracking you with their eyes, landscapes being altered just by going to the bathroom. Though even as it all weighed you down, exhausted you, you would see that girl you took the egg from now and again. She smiled. Nice. Genuine. Yeah, let's go creepy obsession instead. That always works out. Shum. No. There we go. Not creepy at all. I think we got it. I think we got it. Star Wars done. Caption done. Everything's getting done. Now I just have to wait for this to actually load. Did it not load? Grammarly? There we go. Don't know what that was. No one told you taking someone's colorful egg would make you hear odd voices. No one said eating the colored egg would make you start seeing strange things either. Demons, magic. You weren't sure what to call it, but suddenly it all seemed far too real. It was just an egg. It was just an egg. Leave me alone. No shouting would change your fate. Each day something new would happen. Bugs speaking in your ear, odd dolls tracking you with their eyes, landscapes being altered just by going to the bathroom. Though even as it all weighed you down, exhausted you, you would see that girl you took the egg from now and again. She smiles so genuine. She smiles so genuinely. Everything from her seems so raw and true. She somehow never let the twisted world control her. What do I do? One day her hoodie was before you, the vibrant yellow, the sunflower on the front. You saw it constantly, so you could not help but grab it. It smelled like plants, felt warm to touch like the sun had been on it. For some reason, you could not help but pull it over your head. Finally, you felt comfort in her hoodie. You felt like you could be more like her. You needed to be more like her, didn't you? Changing your hair, dark bluish color, getting colored eye contacts, even finding the same bag. You had to be just like her, then you could overcome anything. Same platform sneakers, same hair clip, it all had to be the same. You could finally smile nice and bright, finally jump and shout. This isn't creepy, it's okay. I won't let some dumb egg mess with me anymore. Even as people would whisper and mumble among you. Around you. Even as people would whisper and mumble around you, it no longer mattered to you. You were just like her after all. You didn't need praise or something cheap. With a bright smile and a step forward. The whole world was right before you. Raw, real, scary, loving, twisted, and cool. No matter what it held, you could face it now. Hello, world. Call me I. I'm gonna break any eggs hiding themselves away. Everyone should be able to show their true selves. Hashtag not creepy. Sounds good to me. Sounds daijobu, as they would say. Sounds very daijobu. So, that means we can egg. I know hearing the Long Dark music means you don't want to play the Long Dark more. Episode... What would it be? It's like 3 now. Oh no. It'd be 4? No. Wait, which episode is it now? It's episode 3, right? 3 would be the next one. Yeah. Yeah, 3. Everything is daijobu. That's what they say down here. Daijobu. You're just saying nonsense now. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm probably not even pronouncing anything right. But I heard it on CV once, so it must be true. Just stop. You're not cool. You're not hip. Just stop. But I am cool. My mom said so. I wish I could do yellow. I guess I could do yellow if I change the background. I'll just do like a blue. What's a girly blue? Is there a girly blue? I guess this is a girly blue. That count as a girly blue. Make it like a weird reddish color. Daijobu in by 2. Might as well go the egg route because it is about eggs. Even though that eggs are symbolized for girls that were unhappy. Let me make sure I spelled the title correctly. Okay. Wonder Egg priority, twins 1. Let me save as again. What is a JPEG? A kooky little JPEG. And then we post it. Suppose I can shut that down. I really do not know why I'm having like weird CPU spikes with like basic stuff. Wrong thing. There we go. Very odd. I also don't know why I can never find my own JPEG. A lot of the time it just disappears. I guess Firefox just takes up way too much CPU for some reason. Very odd. Very odd thing. Copy paste that. Yeah, twins, twinning. I don't know. It could be taken a few ways. Yeah, it's probably fine. Guess why not? Show advanced options. I don't think I need anything here. featured, yada yada, free download. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we got all that done. And look, it's been 3 hours now. Finished the story, proofwritten, edited it, got a caption up. But I probably took way too long and didn't start the other story that I probably should have started. But that is a problem for future Chris. Wait, I'm future Chris. Crap. Well, that's a problem I can push off and ignore. I was hoping I'd get this next Star Wars story done before the month ends. I mean, I guess I technically could if I work on it, like, all Saturday and Sunday. But I've been kind of sleepy lately. Don't know how well that'd work. Well, either way, I posted content. Content is on page. Content has been posted to DeviantArt. So that is good. That is good post. Good posting. I believe I will end here then, and I can go do random stuff, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. Well, yeah. I think we're all good. Okay. Just had to make sure. Alright, so, anyone who dropped in, thanks for listening to me ramble again and do questionable amounts of writing for 3 hours. We'll be back tomorrow with more Xenoblade. I did do some of the mercenary missions in that, but I don't know how to level it up. I think you have to do like a side quest to level it up. So I don't know if I can finish that before tomorrow. I might look into it a little bit. I think I have to like do a weird ration thing, but you have to like collect supplies. And collecting supplies and that's annoying. I wish I could just hand them the bunches of food that I have. Well, I'll go mess with probably Naruto. But ignore that. I like competitive Naruto. That isn't that competitive, but it is. I'm really good at it. I like get S rank all the time. Because I'm so good. Unless my team sucks, then it's their fault, not mine. Like, really though? Some of them make questionable moves. When I play with my brother, we like always won. Just saying. If you have teammates, you're good. Unless you suck. Then you're not good. But yeah, I'm gonna go, so thanks for watching and stuff. See ya again. And yeah. Bye.